This episode is brought to you by The Wife Club. The Wife Club is a revolutionary device that keeps your nosy, gold-digging, chain-smoking, reality show-watching wife's grubby little mitts off your one true love.
Your children?
No! Your classic automobile. That's right. Just attach the Wife Club to the steering wheel, and the array of superficial flashing lights and error messages will scare her right out of touching it. The Wife Club has a complete panel of false buttons that will leave your wife saying,
I don't know how to work this!
If she happens to get lucky and hit the one button that does deactivate it, Wife Club will wirelessly contact your divorce attorney, giving you confidence to continue to hit on teenage rave girls. The Wife Club. Keep your car safe by clubbing your wife. Hey, welcome to another riveting episode of Stinker Madness. With me, I'm Justin.
I'm Sam.
I'm Jackie.
I've got Sam and Jackie. How are you, Jackie?
I'm good.
Near not Jackie.
I'm doing Fabtastalactics.
Again, with that, I just don't know. Just because it's the internet doesn't mean that you should just make up bullshit. Well, actually,
why
no.
not?
Because it's the internet.
Because it's the internet, you should make up bullshit.
So, Fabtabelastic is...
And just so the listeners know, I picked the movie this week, and I picked it solely based off the cover.
That's good work. Well, we will find out what you have chosen at the end of this episode. But anything fun you guys want to talk about before we get into the gist of Stinker Madness?
I had actually heard that in response to the Lego movie, other companies copying Legos are now in talks to do a movie. One such company, Mega Bloks, is already in talks with James Spader.
Oh, boy.
I'm just joking. That's total bullshit.
I was like,
damn it. Because my next question was going to be like, what's another company?
Duplo blocks.
Duplo, yeah.
That's Lego.
That's like little kid retard blocks.
No, they're those are...
Duplo's made by Lego, yeah.
Yeah, they're still Lego. And they're not necessarily retard, they're little kid blocks. So are you saying that all little kids are retards because they play with Duplo?
They just don't have... Yes.
My daughter gets Mega Bloks because they're cheaper than Duplos.
Oh, I was about to say that.
Hey, we bought your kids Duplos.
They fit with the Mega Bloks, so that's good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you got our Mega Bloks.
Jackie and I went and saw the Winter Soldier last week, along with every other human ever.
Except me.
Except for Sam, which is really too bad, because it's... it was kind of weird because I was listening to the Comic Dorks today, and usually they're pretty savvy as far as their bias. All four of those assholes said that it was better than the Avengers, which I don't think it is.
Ooh, I thought it was great. And Captain America was looking hunky as ever.
It is really awesome, but was it better than the Avengers?
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, God. I can't draw a comparison.
Man.
He was looking good.
I don't get to go to
Captain America.
A good-looking Captain America does not a good movie make.
The IRS doesn't let me go to the movies.
No. No, it doesn't.
Hey, I was going to go see that until the tax man showed up.
You know what? I haven't mentioned this to you at all, is that when we went and saw it was on a Tuesday, and you know how the movie theaters have been completely gouging the moviegoer on price in the last 10 years?
Why not?
On Tuesday at 6:30, $5. That's not bad.
So they're doing a $5 one showing?
No, it was like, I don't know what the matinee times were, but it was, if you go after 6, it's $5 on Tuesday.
So they're doing a Tuesday...
Tuesday, $5 at Edwards Cinema. I don't know if that's nationwide or...
And then they raised the price of the popcorn $5.
That's how they make their money. That's fine. But you don't need to order the popcorn. That's...
Oh, yes, you do.
You need to, but
And get candy.
You can still see a new movie for $5, which it seems like a few years ago you were not able to do that. It was like special pricing was like $13 instead of $15 or some crap. $5 was pretty doable. Doable for a brand new movie, so I was pretty excited about that. But we'll move on from Captain America, except for one other thing. This week, which we haven't watched, is a 2-hour special of Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yay!
Which I did hear got greenlit, and I also heard why it got greenlit is because ABC and Disney has basically implicitly said that doesn't matter what the reviews are, doesn't matter how many people watch it, it's free fucking advertising for the next Marvel movie. So they're just going to keep doing it.
Which is too bad. Well, I mean, it's not too bad because I like watching the show. It's too bad that happens, and then Almost Human is most likely going to get canceled, even though it was a superior show.
I don't think so.
From a writing standpoint, I would say it was.
But from a production standpoint as well, that was a good-looking show.
It was a good-looking show. But from a grabbing the average retard that watches local or network television...
We gotta lay off the retards, seriously.
Okay.
Okay, there you go!
Actually, no.
There went the audience.
That is a perfect example of the way to use that is because I am making fun of one person's intelligence, not their mental handicap.
That's apparently...
Besides, Sam, you don't call them retards, they're called mentally handicapped.
By saying a person that would choose to watch American Idol over Almost Human or something of that similar scenario, I think I have full legitimate ability to call them a retard.
Even though the retardation was defined originally as having an IQ lower than 80.
Yes, but it is no longer in existence. If you are, there is no...
Anyway, let's get off of this. This is stupid.
Yeah, but if you have a mental handicap, you're not retarded. If you're stupid, you're retarded.
And actually, if you're retarded, you probably loved Almost Human. Even though I am not, and I loved it too because it was a good show.
No, I don't think you
and people of all sizes.
There's no such thing as actual... Anyways.
Let's go on to the do's and don'ts.
Okay, so Netflix do's and don'ts for this week. We saw 4 movies. Well, actually, it's been a couple weeks, but... we're going to have a new format for this. I think it's going to be a little quicker, a little hotter. But basically what I'm going to do is say a movie, and everybody say, starting with Sam, do or don't.
Yeah.
Number 1, Battle Beyond the Stars.
Do,
but watch out for that creepy mole.
And I said barely do.
Molly. Yeah. I thought
it was okay.
It's Corman's best movie.
No, it's not.
From a good movie standpoint, period. It's his most expensive.
Planet of Terror was better.
Even if you just are interested in Roger Corman, you should watch it because it's his most expensive movie. And it's impressively expensive for a Roger Corman movie.
It is.
It's pretty entertaining.
I loved it.
Lots of good characters.
John Boy Walton sucks ass.
John Boy Walton does suck ass, but Sybil Danning and what's the guy?
Boobs?
See, I forgot Sybil Danning was in it because I don't know what she looks like other than what her tits look like when they're not covered by anything.
Oh, that's right. She's attached to the tits.
Yeah.
That don't have much clothes attached to them. What's that?
Like a
Richard
woman
Cavanaugh?
that I don't know will take a shirt off. I'm like, oh, it's Sybil Danning.
The other guy, the cool guy. Robert Cavanaugh?
Wagner?
No, not Robert Wagner. The guy that's in Battle Beyond the Stars.
From The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yes.
Robert Vaughn.
He's fucking awesome in it.
Robert Vaughn is awesome in that.
I would totally say Battle Beyond the Stars is a double do. I think it's one of the best Netflix
I was born
lately.
in space.
Number 2, Barbarian Queen, starring nobody we've ever heard of. Do-ish.
Don't.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
If you like lots of boobs and rapins, there's a lot of rapins in this movie.
I'll be honest.
And it has not a very good plot.
I used to be a giant man that would just see any boob movie. Like, any boob movie. If it's got so many boobs in it, I will go see the boob movie. Boobs, a plot do not make in this one. And I kind of think that if there had been no boobs in this, definitely a completely avoid. The boobs are the only thing that puts it into the category.
I will counter by saying that the non-choreographed sword fights are very entertaining. It's like, I am going to hold a sword up. Would you strike it at maybe partial strength?
Yeah, it's
you
a
know
bunch
what?
of children
I take
fighting
it back.
with foam swords.
It is a do movie.
Oh.
If you are 13, alone, have access to Netflix, a sock, and some Vaseline.
And no access to the actual internet.
Yeah.
Then Barbarian Queen is for you.
Yes.
I loved it.
It's a wank-it movie.
It is chock full. Legion of Iron.
Do.
What was this one about again?
The gladiatorial underground bullshit where him and her get kidnapped and they
Yeah.
have to go underground.
Oh, yeah,
fight
dude.
for her
Yeah,
virginity.
dude.
Dude, that was a big do. Even though it took a long time
It
to
took
get going,
a long ass
but
time.
once
to
it got
make a deal.
going, holy
It's
shit!
out of control. Like, if I did a review on it this week on the website at stinkermadness.com, and I said that if it had been that pace at the end and what was happening at the end, the entire movie, it would have been Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Unquestionably.
Top 3.
Unquestionably. It was just so hot at the end. Not hot sexy, but hot as in like, oh my god, damn it, this is getting out of control.
Just keeps happening.
Yeah. It would have been the Hall of Fame. It's really a damn shame that they tried to like make it was kind of like they tried to make the actors like, they are doing such a good job. Let's just keep letting them do such a good job. This movie sucks.
It was like hour 45, so they could have cut 15 minutes out of the front end of it and really tightened that shit up.
Yeah, they could have. It could have been.
But if you like The Running Man and you want to watch a crappy version, yeah, Legions of Iron. It's entertaining.
Running Man? No, it's nothing like the Running Man.
Yes, where they throw his ass into the thing and he has to...
No, we're not going to talk... We're going to do the Running Man. So
all right, anyway.
Just keep your Running Man.
But I do notice, though, moving on, that Justin does not have it on his list. Ministry of Vengeance.
I have it right there, actually. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Ministry of Vengeance. Ministry of Vengeance.
Don't.
Don't.
It's got
worst,
which I thought was Luke Duke, but it's Bo Duke.
Most
apparently.
inaptly titled movie of all time. So disappointingly titled.
And the cover art had a bunch of mustache men. And so you think, all right, there's going to be a whole bunch of mustaches and a whole bunch of ministry guys.
It could be like the guys from
ass.
Ministry. It could be like a church of guys. It could just be like, hey, this is a bullshit name that we decided to call ourselves.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Disappointment
sort of
sets
like what
in.
it could have been is like Strike Force, where they're the librarians. Why are you called the librarians? Because we find people. That doesn't make any sense. No. But at least you kicked a bunch of ass versus it being...
Ministry of Vengeance should mostly have been called a bad... Like, a minister who sucks.
One guy who is inadequate and has to get bailed out a lot and falls ass backwards into vengeance.
It did have James Tolkien in it, which was fun.
And the guy... and
Bo Duke.
But
it was... That's
even
what the movie...
with those guys, it just fucking sucked.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. It had James Tolkien in it, which is a plus. I don't think that Bo Duke is any plus at any... What did he do besides the Dukes of Hazzard? Ministry of Vengeance.
He looks like he could have done cool shit because he's got the,
a mustache,
like the 80s action guy look.
Mustache
and curly hair, and he's kind of handsome.
He's blonde, and his hair is significantly darker. I think probably to capitalize on the fame of Magnum PI.
The other crappy thing about this movie, it was made in 1990, so it's not even an 80s action movie. It was probably on that cusp of like, oh, we're going to stop doing bullshit, and we're going to start making you think about things.
I don't think so. I think they just, I don't know.
Either way, it was bullshit. Moving on, there's your Netflix do's and don'ts for the week. We will try to have more this week coming for you. Stinker Theater.
Yes!
Movies.
New segment!
No, actually, we did this episode 1.
Oh, we did?
Yes. It's what's in theaters, and it's the same movies because there hasn't been any new releases of Stinkers. Noah, to give you an update on Noah with Russell Crowe and either some dinosaurs or nobody has written in and confirmed.
Angels with 6 arms is the only thing that I have confirmed happens in this film.
Angels with 6 arms. Okay. $85 million. Domestically,
that's not very good.
It's not very good, but it's pretty good for something that should have flopped.
It has flopped so far. Didn't the shit
cost like $20 million?
It should have. Didn't the shit cost like $200 million?
I'm sure it wasn't cheap.
Well, there's Christians out there that'll go watch anything that has to do with God or the Bible.
No, the Christians are not happy about it.
They're not happy about it. It's not a depiction of what happens in the Bible. It's very
Lucy.
Yes, in an interview, Darren Aronofsky called it an interpretation of mythology.
In fact,
which I stood up and clapped when he said that because I was like, "Oh, you're never going to make a movie in this town again."
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
Not that I like him as a director, but like, wow, you just called Christianity or actually Judaism, Abrahamic religions, both Judaism, Christianity, and Islam is now mythology.
Maybe he's going towards Scientology.
I don't think so.
You never know. Back to Scientologist, and you didn't see that coming. Anyways, number 2, Need for Speed. with Aaron Paul in a Fast and Furious knockoff, which Fast and Furious is not good movies. I love them, love the shit out of them. And if this is a crappy knockoff of them, I only have one thing to say about it.
That one of our friends dated Aaron Paul when she was in high school.
I have two things to say about it.
Oh, okay.
The second being, fucking A. Fucking A, I'm fucking stoked about this shit, dude. A crappy knockoff of a crappy movie that's got all the right pieces in it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How much worse from like a story standpoint could it be? It has got to be awesome. I am super excited about Need for Speed.
I don't even think the townies went and watched it.
Well,
even the people that knew him were like, "No, I think that."
What about the brownies? Did the brownies go watch it?
No, it's rated PG-13. They're all
like 8. Yeah. No, actually, the brownies are like 25,
6,
30. No, brownies are old dudes.
Brownies? No.
Bronies.
Oh, I thought brownies are like the girls, the Cub Scouts of the Girl Scouts.
Brownies, yeah. The guys that like the My Little Pony. They're all adult men.
That doesn't even make sense.
It's
moving on.
You should watch the documentary about the brownies. It's actually really interesting. They're not bad guys. They just like stories about nice things. Sabotage.
They like stories about nice things.
Yeah, like not murder,
like Care Bears.
and they like people being honest with each other and doing nice things for each other.
Orko from He-Man because he always has the tip of the day about being a good friend.
They're big fans of My Little Pony. Which I've heard is actually really good.
No, it's not.
No, not old My Little Pony. New My Little Pony.
There's no new My Little Pony.
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is, dude. It's like on its like 10th season. It's like the number one most watched animated show of all time.
All right, moving on.
Sabotage. Listen, all y'all.
Sabotage, I have heard, was billed as an action movie, and from some reliable sources that I read reviews of that are not spoiler reviews have said this is actually a very good mystery film that was very poorly misbilled.
Marketed, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Misbilled, like it's an action movie. It's a mystery.
I will give any listener a good recommend. I would totally pick up the episode of Schwaz on The Nerdist because he talked about the film and he said that it was not like anything I've ever done before. You go in and you train with the SWAT, with the bazookas and the doors that can be broken in, and you stomp on things and you learn how to hold the gun, and it makes for a great movie.
Which is, because if you watch any Schwaz movies, he's hip shooting in most of his films.
He apparently was just so excited because somebody finally said, "No, Arnold, that's not how you hold a gun." But, So I'm actually pretty excited about Sabotage, but I am so excited about it, I will probably wait for Netflix or Redbox.
Yeah.
But, that's what we got for Stinker Theater. And Stinker News, I've got a big one. I've got good news for fans. Eli Roth making his 4th directorial appearance in The Green Inferno, which you can view the trailer now, and looks pretty awesome. It's got all the makings of Cabin Fever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Peruvian cannibals.
You know, I didn't particularly care for
Hostel
until I watched it the second time, and I was like, you know what, this really isn't bad. It just didn't have the same feeling that Cabin Fever had. And Hostel was, for a shitty horror movie or a shitty thriller, I was like, yeah, this is not bad.
I actually liked Hostel, but it's really too bad because I liked it for the wrong reasons. Because the people that liked Hostel were the same people at that time that were like, "Oh, did you see Saw? Did you see Saw 7? Because it's awesome. Oh, I like Hostel too." And it's like, no, you don't actually. Oh, fuck. You didn't get Hostel. You thought it was cool and scary, and it's silly and stupid, and
versus Cabin Fever, which is sort of just awesome on a whole different level. The stoning, when the children stone him in Hostel,
right?
That was, as a sequence and as a scene, was better than anything that he's ever done. I loved that
maybe not until we see Green Inferno, September 5th. this year. I'm not so sure if it's theaters or just direct-to-video, but bad news.
Bad news.
Bad movie news. Miss Doubtfire 2.
What?
Yeah.
That's a Mega Bloks joke. There's not really a misstep.
No, there is.
Is Pierce Brosnan going to be in it?
I don't think so.
Oh, good for him.
Robin Williams and the director, whose name I don't fucking know, nor do I really give a shit.
How did they do a second one? Because
I don't know.
In the first one, they revealed that he was Mrs. Doubtfire to his crappy family that was trying to abandon his ass anyway.
Because it's like they're probably cashing in on the Medea bullshit. Like, fuck, if that guy can do it, we can do it. We got Robin Williams, who Robin Williams is basically Tyler Perry.
Wait,
they're basically the same.
I thought all those Medea movies were on Netflix because they're not that popular. I've seen
they're uber popular. Like,
yeah, they're very popular.
So popular, it's stupid. But they're stupid. But Mrs. Doubtfire was uber popular.
I did not laugh one time during Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, it's a drive-by fruiting.
That's all I remember about the movie.
Really? That's funny.
I just remember him sticking his face in the pie and being like, hello!
You know what? I do have a good moment from Mrs. Doubtfire is the jump up and get around.
It was
House
a
of
run
Pain.
by fruiting, not a drive by fruiting.
House of Pain. House of Pain, there's a whole House of Pain party scene. And nobody notices, but there is a mega F-bomb right in the middle of that song. And because of knowing that, I always think of Mrs. Doubtfire whenever I go to a sporting event and they play House of Pain, and I'm like looking at all the families going, yeah, you just heard the F word. Fuck you, Robin Williams. More bad movie news.
Oh.
Like, these aren't stinkers, these are just bad movies. Michael Bay is rebooting Friday the 13th.
Oh, God!
He did that 3 years ago.
No, he's rebooting his reboot.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the same guy that did Pathfinder and the new... He did Pathfinder, Friday the 13th, and the new Nightmare reboot. The same director under Michael Bay, so that's odd that they wouldn't just continue
he's
on.
going to the VHS guy. The guy that did VHS 1 and 2. He says, you know what, you're the guy. You can make shit.
Well, Friday the 13th is kind of a mess as a series anyway, because like we know him from the hockey mask. He didn't even get that until the second one. No, it was the third one. And that's only for a second. And then in the fourth one, he embraces the hockey. Like, it shows him find a hockey mask.
Oh, yes!
And then he has... That's the only time you ever
No, Justin, he wasn't taking his shit. He was getting a hockey mask.
Maybe he was taking a shit and then he found the hockey mask next to his shit and was like, fuck, what a good find.
Yeah.
Behind the bushes, some kid just left it there.
And we actually talked
What's
about
his
this last
name?
week.
Jason
Voorhees. We actually talked about this last week,
dumbass
actually.
character.
Because, what's his face... was the director of
I feel like Jessica
America
Archer.
or Invasion USA is the same director as Chapter 4, the final chapter of Friday the 13th.
Well, that's all I've got for you, kids.
Let's introduce my movie pick. Jack's movie pick.
So,
it's on Netflix.
So this movie's this week's movie, the whiskey's starting to kick in.
I've had 2 vodkas already. Three.
Yeah, me too.
I've had 3
Catch
drinks already.
You know, I'm still thirsty. I
just
have one
drank mine.
now. It's really too bad that we're doing this. Maybe we should have a edit, and I'll go get another drink. Nobody will notice. We'll just edit it out.
Whatever.
Are you wearing pants?
I am not wearing pants.
Make sure.
I did shave
I
my
haven't
balls,
put
so
on
I am
pants
very
since our first episode.
Cool.
I will say that I am wearing a bikini. The movie for this week is called
Bending the
Rules with Jamie Kennedy and Adam
Copeland,
who is
not related to any famous Copelands, but he is Edge from the WWE. This is a WWE sponsored movie,
right now
made by WWE for WWE stars and fans of the WWE.
Well, I will say that this movie is currently streaming on Netflix. If you would like to own a VHS copy, you can pick that up.
VHS?
Really? Because everybody's got VHS now?
You can pick that
You
up.
have a tape machine.
You can pick that up at the toilet store. If you would like to own a DVD copy or a Blu-ray, you can find that link on our website at stinkermadness/bending the rules, all one word. And now, speaking of buying shit, we must pause for a commercial break. Okay, so What we're going to do is a new thing on Stinker Madness. That I've been told by our director. Yes,
you are the director.
I'm getting this over. I'm getting this over the headphones right now. Go to Sam.
Before we do our new segment, a little bit about Bending the Rules. 2012 WWE production. Edge, Adam Copeland. He is my least favorite wrestler.
This
That
is a
says a
guy
lot.
The
who,
Edge
when
is
I looked
your
at
least
this
favorite
guy,
wrestler.
Yeah,
Really?
really.
Wow.
Wow.
Over Booker T.
Oh, I like Booker T, fine. I don't like this guy very much.
I'm just saying, I've seen this guy wrestle, and he is the kind of guy that if you go on a first date with him, he has a stripper pole in his bedroom, and if you can't make it around a 360-degree turn on this stripper pole, there is a trap door there.
If you go on a date with...
He doesn't make you take off your clothes because he needs the trap door to send your ass out of there because he is a dirty motherfucker who will sleep with your best friend and give you the hurt.
No, he's not going to sleep with any of you because you're not going to sleep with him because as soon as you get into the Edge's bedroom, he will tell you how much sexier he is than you are. He is. There's no way.
I also see him as a man who has whiskey dick. He's pushing a limp rope.
I'm pretty sure... It's just pushing rope.
Pushing rope. I learned that this week, so I wanted to throw it in the show.
I'm willing to say that, you know what? I bet you we don't know shit about this guy. He's probably a nice gentleman. But by his appearance, he does look like he would have cocaine dick, which is an actual problem.
That's the fun fact. Canadian. Huh. Canadian joke.
Oh, well, they get a lot of Cialis up there, so he's probably...
One of the reasons why he's my least favorite wrestler is because he stole the spear from Goldberg and doesn't do it near
That's
as well.
his move, right?
Yeah. Also, this film contains Jamie Kennedy, who we saw
Who
recently.
you may remember from...
Netflix Do or Don't, Bermuda Tentacles.
Oh, no, yeah, that's not on Netflix. We forgot about Bermuda.
Shit.
Yeah, that's not on Netflix. That was on DirecTV, or on Sci-Fi Channel.
Sci-Fi Channel, yeah, watch that. Anyway, Jamie Kennedy they were able to get him out of bed for about 10 minutes to be in Bermuda Tentacles for a day. Because it looked like he just got out of bed.
What was that piece of shit that he was in, that, his big thing, it wasn't Beverly Hills Ninja, but it was the white guy, or he's like a rapper, a wannabe rapper.
I don't know.
Oh god, it sucked.
What I wrote down here about Jamie Kennedy is that some people think he's funny.
Huh? I think some people thought. I don't
think he's funny.
I think now people don't remember who the fuck he is.
Directed by Artie Mandelbohr, who did some TV shows. Yeah.
All right.
The movie is 83 minutes long. Because
I'm sorry, we can't allow you to keep talking for these 83 minutes unless you can do a 360 on this Super Bowl.
It's 83 minutes because 90 was too long.
Yes.
90 minutes is too long for this movie. Now, it is also very down lower on the cast list, starring Alicia Witt, who is notable.
Oh, yes! She was in...
Well, she was in Sybil with...
Sybil, yes, that's the show.
She's the daughter.
She was the daughter, redheaded girl.
Yeah, you know why else she's notable? Because I want to bang her.
Oh, right.
That's why she made this list of things I wanted to talk about.
Back to being pervy!
Yeah, unfortunately, she's, I think, is or was in a relationship with Ben Folds.
Wow.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got. I'm calling it a wrestling movie. You're not calling it a wrestling movie.
I'm calling it a wrestling movie.
There's no wrestling in it.
I bet
there's plenty. He's going to body slam Justice.
Yeah, he's going to pick somebody up over his head and throw their ass down on the pavement.
In the 3 pictures on Netflix, 2 of them were him doing wrestling moves to people.
So we don't know shit about this movie, but
we know there's wrestling.
We know there's wrestling.
We do not know shit about this movie, and that's why we're going to introduce this movie, Bending the Rules, via a bit of Stinker Madness Improv.
New segment!
Which we still don't know how we're starting. But that's the introduction. Sam will be playing the part of Jamie Kennedy, who is a district attorney. I will be playing...
retard.
Justin will be playing the part of the Edge, who is a rogue corrupt cop, or is he? Jackie is going to be playing Jamie Kennedy's, the character of Jamie Kennedy's wife, who is a bloodthirsty bitch, I think. And,
money hungry.
Money hungry.
I think we've got a hot dog vendor in there as well.
Yes.
But
it actually starts with a hot dog vendor.
I think it starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Mr. District Attorney. What do you want on your hot dog? Nothing, thanks, Tony the hot dog vendor. How things? How are things down at the district attorney's office?
Ignore the honking.
Danny! District Attorney! Can you see me? I'm in your Studebaker!
Who's
I
that?
smoke a lot!
Who's that?
I'm smoking in it too! Can you see me, District Attorney, man?
Who is that, Mr. District Attorney? No, that's my ex-wife. She just stole my Studebaker.
That's right, you dick! It's mine now!
And now she's perusing around with the dirty cop I've been trying to find for 2 years.
Who wants to get choke slammed? Ooh, yeah!
I'm gonna burn it with my cigarette! I'm not even gonna use the ashtray, I'm just gonna put it out on the dash, District Attorney!
You should put that shit out on your ass, because that's what you are. You're an ass queen. Oh, yeah!
Take that right in your face! Right in your face!
Do you have any drugs?
Do you guys want any hot dogs?
No. Do you have any drugs, though, motherfucker?
I got some 50-cent Sprites.
I only want drugs because I'm a corrupt cop, and I will take those drugs, and I will turn it into cash, and then I will buy more drugs with the cash!
Gotcha, get out of the Studebaker! I gotta go!
Fine, you suck anyways.
And scene. I think we did an okay job with these impromptus.
Huh.
Really?
That was interesting. It was definitely...
We didn't get through the plot of the movie
we
because
didn't
I was
get
about
the plot
to
of the
introduce
movie.
Theo.
I'm not so sure that it was end scene, but we'll run with it. Here's the funny thing about Stinker Madness is we don't know when to shut up. So somebody just has to shut us up. So check us out next time on Stinker Madness.
Go ahead
for
and
the
watch it.
Official,
Watch it first.
Yes, please watch it. It is on Netflix, instant streaming. It's called Bending the Rules. I believe it is also on Amazon Prime. And if you feel like doing so beforehand, again, buy it on stinkermadness.com/bending the rules.
And I forgot to mention that my impression of the cover was that it was going to be The Edge and Jamie Kennedy doing their worst Martin and Lewis as a buddy cop film.
You're right.
I'm pretty sure it's a film of grab ass.
Yeah.
And herpes.
And on that note, don't get herpes.